three or four other of the teams in that field. Nigeria, Uganda, England, Australia, Botswana, of course, anchored by the individual 400-metre gold medalist, Amantle Moncho. Imagine if Sally was defending 6 or 7 metres against her on the last leg. Then India, Scotland and Canada. Yes,
if Moncho's coming behind Sally, she'll have to really step it up. But I actually think Nigeria is the favourite in this, Tim, because yesterday dropped the baton and they were looking really good up to that stage. So I wouldn't be surprised if they come down that straight as number one.
So Folashade Abigan to run the first leg for Nigeria. Margaret Etten, 17-year-old, to run the second leg. Uganda, probably the outsider in the field. They were the slowest through the round of heats. That's Justine Baiga, who's going to run the first leg for the Ugandans. England's lineup: Kelly Massey, Victoria Barr, Megan Beasley and Nadine Okier. The English team has started well tonight with gold medals in both of the sprint relays, but not quite as dominant, on paper at least, in this. Here's the Australian lineup: Jodie Henry to run the first leg.
Yes, we've got a wonderful crowd here tonight, and you could just imagine with the Indian team how much cheering there is. And that's the thing with the girls, they just can't panic. They've got to make sure that they just run their own race and just make sure that they get that baton. When you see them take off, there'll be a massive stagger, and Jodie will have to make sure over that last 50 metres that she really kicks on through to pass it on.
Well, there's the reception for the Indian team as it's introduced to the crowd here. Manjeet Kaur, the first leg; Sini Jose, the second; Ashwini, Akkunji, the third leg; and Mandeep Kaur will anchor the Indian team. Scotland: Gemma Nicol, Ailey Child, Catherine Evans and Lee McConnell, who surely will be running her last Commonwealth Games race. Be nice to see her running for a medal on the last leg.
And that's exactly who Jodie Henry will need to chase, is Lee McConnell. There's Sally. She's probably thinking, what was I thinking at this stage? But I'm sure she's going to do a great job for the Australian team tonight.
400-metre individual gold medalist sitting, watching. She's got a little while to wait. Each leg is a lap of the track. They run the first full lap and then the first bend of the second leg in their lanes. So the stagger is quite exaggerated, significantly beyond how it is for the individual 400-metre event. Sally waits. Crowd quietens as we await the starter's gun. Second last event in track and field at the 19th Commonwealth Games, and away they go. Canada the outside, Scotland second from the outside, then India, Botswana. Jodie Henry making ground on the Botswanian first leg runner. Then it's back to England. Nigeria making good progress, getting past Uganda over on the inside as they move into the second half of the first leg. Just remember, the stagger continues for another bend. Jodie Henry looking to push Australia right into this.
Yes, Jodie really needs to kick here because she really needs to set up this race for the Australians, because as we said, Sally is on the last leg, which is going to be a very tough gig for her. But here we're going to go into the second change with Hirani Steinhardt.
And India might have made the change first, although Nigeria changed very quickly, and the Nigerians get to the front. As they're about to come out of their lanes, it will be Nigeria, India, England. Steinhardt with the baton for Australia up in fourth position, followed by England and Scotland.
And India is just on fire here. They're just going to really try and make an impact coming around here. And Steinhardt is a very experienced 4x4 runner in our Australian team, and she really needs to pick it up because, as you can see, that she's getting swamped a little bit now, and hopefully over this last 100 metres. But it is an incredible race, and as I said, Nigeria is going to be one of the tough ones to beat, and at this stage they're way ahead.
17-year-old Margaret Etten hands over the baton. Casual change. Nigeria lead India. Then it's England. And now Olivia Toro has it for Australia in 4th position. So Australia certainly in medal contention, but Nigeria with a handsome lead in the back straight for the 3rd time.
Yes, Nigeria looks like they have this really wrapped up at the moment. And as you can see, Olivia is in 4th position. She hasn't had a lot of experience at this level, actually only in the heat previously yesterday, and now she'll really need to start kicking home if we're in with any chance whatsoever of a medal.
Gap closing, a Bogan Loco of Nigeria struggling, and India might get to the last change in front. Look at Olivia Toro for Australia.
It's an excellent run by Olivia. She's just pumping those arms. She knows she's got to get to Sally, and Sally has to just make sure she doesn't panic. She has to realise.
India changing in front. India, Nigeria, and Sally Pearson with the baton for Australia. Surely she couldn't win from there. India and Nigeria shooting it out in front. India without a track gold medal since the flying seat Milka Singh in Cardiff more than 50 years ago.
And Uda Musso was actually the 400-metre gold medalist in the hurdle, so she's got a challenge there.
Manjeet Kaur running for India, and with the crowd providing the wind beneath her wings.
And look at Sally Pearson.
Pearson gets into 3rd.
Trying to kick. This is an experience she's never had before.
India's the story. Kaur in front. India on the track to win its first gold medal in 52 years. India, Nigeria, England the bronze.
And the crowd goes berserk, and so they should. What a wonderful experience, and being a part of it. I honestly thought Nigeria was the team to beat, and there they were going against the 400-metre hurdle gold medalist.
It's as though the city of Delhi knew that this was on tonight, because they've come in and virtually filled the stadium.
And it's a school night, Tim, and they're still here.
It is history. And sometimes you wonder about the way in which the fates work, because Manjeet Kaur, Sini Jose, Ashwini Akkunji and Mandeep Kaur have won the women's 4x400-metre relay for India. The first time India has won on the track